So is it working right now? How many viewers do we have right now? Zero. Okay, so let's see. My editor is Joshua. I'm gonna ask him. Join stream, please. All right, let's see. I'm gonna probably pull up my Cessna. I really like the plane right now. Not sure why, but it's been fun to play around with. Let's see. Take off, take off, take off, take off. Alright, I did not successfully take off. Hopefully this time I do. And we're in the air. This tiny plane supports up to 3 people at a time. It's really fun to just play around with. I've built many high-speed vehicles like this one. But after you've built a lot of high-speed ones, you start to appreciate slower-moving vehicles like this. And it also supports first-person pretty well. Right, come on, don't crash into the mountain. Alright, hold up. Alright. Let's see what we can do. And yes, I do my own stunts. But I'm not good at them still. Especially in first person. My favorite remote is racing. It gives me a nice view of everything. And the faster I'm going, it gives me a little gauge, kind of. Right, I'm pulling out of this cave. This vehicle isn't the fastest at turning, but it gets the job done. See, I want to spawn at this red carrier. Alright, so that lighthouse right there is what I'm going to try to see if I can land on the island. I also built in, from last time, some little skis on the bottom. And these skis are nice for just landing. If you can't get the wheels to come out for any reason at all. I think the wheel in the front hides really well. Alright, time to do everything I can to land on the island. This thing has a pretty short takeoff space if you can get it well. At least compared to real life planes. Trailmakers, well, I've seen a lot of vehicles where they can just take off vertically and the plane just goes straight up. Alright, now it's time for take 2. In the Tiny But Fast video, I actually managed to do, go to the bone, skeleton, whatever you want to call it, on my first try. It was difficult for me, though. I had a lot of recording footage that Joshua didn't include. I had 10 total clips, each one was like a minute long, and he only included like, 3 of them. But he's still a really nice editor. Let's see. Can we land? Yes, we can. Can we take back off again? I thought I put some engines in this thing. I'm pretty sure I put some ground engines in here. Oh, I didn't. Oh. This is probably a good time to... Let's see. Right here. And I can delete this block. Set up a little bit of logic, because this is a plane. Alright, doesn't seem like it turned out the best. I've never shown anything on the channel which I didn't build myself. And on this account, at least, I haven't downloaded anything from Workshop. Nothing downloaded. So, yeah. I think I'm gonna have to do a little bit of logic to get the engine working properly. I could put a turbo. I definitely could. I might actually. Let's see. So yeah, all those blocks are required. So if I put down an OR gate, like this could be toggling landing gear. If it's on, and I also am doing space, then I'm going to turn on the engine. And I can remove stuff from here. Well, actually, I could keep backwards, because backwards is fine. Now let's see what else. Alright. There's the engine. This is going to be my turbo mode. It's not going to go into here, it's going to go into both of these. And I think it's pretty much the same controls. Alright, now let's see. Light it all up. Alright, see, if I toggle it on, it will not work. Now I can try landing and see why in the world that's happening. That's interesting. Oh, I forgot to get rid of these controls. Come on. Oh. Yeah, not everything works out perfectly. Alright. And let's see, can we take off? Now it's a little bit slower, but then I can turn on turbo and gain a good little bit of speed. So this is my normal speed, around, what, 90-ish miles an hour? And with turbo on, I don't seem to get any more speed. What did I forget to hook up this time? Why is my wheel on the other side? Anyways, I can do this. Well, that's definitely a reason. I think I could probably fit another engine inside if I like a little bit more stuff on the outside. So this is turbo modem right there. I need a second one. And this isn't going to be toggle, it's just going to be space. And then I could probably get an extra engine. Yeah, win-win. And this I could put over here. Ooh. Actually, I kind of need that. And a little 2x1 over here. No, that's just slightly confusing. Alright, so are both of these going into there? Yes. Is this the right gate? Yeah, it's an AND gate. That's weird. I guess I'll just put new logic in. Trailmakers is sometimes weird. Now if I set this to space, now will it work? Of course not. Maybe the AND gate's the problem? A space thruster, space thruster, space thruster. This goes into here, this goes into here. Finally it works. And now I think I could get... potentially with only one logic block. Yes. Alright, now let's see. I'm definitely going faster than before. But by how much, I have no idea. But hey, it's nice that it exists. Now let's talk about balance. Aerodynamics and forces are enabled. Let's see, where can we make this thing more aerodynamic? I don't want to do too much glitching. This is hard to tell what's happening. So if this is here, that should be fine. Oh. I have no idea how our forces have been balanced this far. But I am not complaining. My wheels were glitched that time. I still can't tell why. Come on, lift off. I'm gonna stop, X, and then continue. Now let's see. If I let it fly, it dips down. Meaning that I would want to put more weight into the front. We know I would want more weight in the back. Well, this is different than my expectations. Alright, let's see. Is it still hooked up correctly? This hooks up into there, this hooks up into there. Alright, I think not too much changed. But this should change our balance a bit. Now if I go forwards, my nose dips down. Still. Maybe I could put another engine in the very far back. I know that these engines are really heavy. Alright, I'm gonna use a different landing stroke. This. Let's see, can we avoid takeoff? Or lock me up. And takeoff. Alright, now let's see. If I align myself, it is slowly dipping down still. And I have no idea how. Now it's time to test the turbo. Ooh. We have a much higher speed with turbo. Also, if you're wondering how I managed to make one-way glass, you can just use a decal of just an orange box or whatever color your vehicle is, and you can make one-way glass. And it's super useful for first person, like I can look straight up and it's fine. So the speedometer is decently accurate. It's just that it doesn't account for going up or down. I think I'm happy with how I balanced it. And also turbo. Alright, and now I'm gonna try to land. I wonder if I can use this to pick up stuff, like put a magnet on the bottom and pick something. I don't think I'm gonna do anything like that today. Didn't even have to use flaps that time. That's good. Always remember to paint it up well. Yes, I do have all of the DLCs currently out. I'm waiting for the new Frozen Tracks update to come out, because that'll be so fun. Alright, now let's see. I could improve aerodynamics a lot by doing one thing. So I think I'm gonna do it. Oh wait, no. I don't want to add more logic to here. Alright, I'm gonna save this. It's flying decently, too. Now, here's the real test. Can I take off from a helicopter pad? Alright, first I'm gonna back up. Alright, now I'm gonna turn on my flaps. Is turbo on? Turbo is on now, and full throttle it. Ooh, that was much better than I expected. There's a little tip for anybody who's flying planes. If you start to go upwards because you have a lot of lift, like this, don't try to fight it and go back down, because it's going to be too slow. Just stop your engine and do a full rotation. It's the easiest way. Unless if you have passengers, of course. In that case, good luck. Alright, let's see. Now, I'm slowing down a little bit. Alright. Let's see, can I go through little canyons? I've noticed it's become even slower to turn, but that also means I can be more precise with my turning. I don't think I'm gonna add weapons to this. I really like the aesthetic of just movement without trying to do anything else at all. You may have noticed I really like to put turbo on a lot of my planes. Alright, let's see, can I land? Right. I think I may chill out a little bit, see if the stream even gets any viewers, because I think we only have one view right now. This is my editor. Oh, Joshua, sorry I didn't see your notification. Alright, you can join the stage now, if you would like. There you go, bud. Alright, hello. You have muted yourself.
Hello.
Welcome to the stream. I didn't even think anybody
Hello.
was on the stream at all.
They probably aren't.
Yeah, I have one viewer right now. Anyways. How do you like my little session of building?
I think it's great. I've been stalking you recently, and I've been geeing in your stream, and I think it's actually pretty good.
Sadly, nobody's really joining.
Nobody's really joining. I'm actually gonna talk in the Discord, and I'm gonna force them to join.
By the way, what do you think of turbo mode?
Pretty sick.
And you saw how I was trying to like balance out all my forces and everything. It's a little bit of a hassle, but it's fun.
Yeah. Did
Did you just see me transform?
I just saw you transform.
Did I crash yet?
You didn't crash yet.
Alright, let's see. Time to try to weave through these islands. Should I make a hydrofoil boat that goes supersonic?
Yeah, sure, it'll be fun.
Alright, let's see. So I'm gonna remove this. I think I'm gonna use this as my seat. And connect it with shield blocks. One, two, three. And then I'm gonna do this. Ooh, I think I put most of these too far forwards, too far back. Okay, there we go. Now it'll probably align. Hopefully. Ship holes
hope
are
so.
a really hard thing to make. I don't think there's a rotation that's perfect for this. If we got at least a couple views. This stream is very, very lonely.
Yeah, this is a very lonely stream.
I remember being on my old MacBook, and I would watch streams sometimes on YouTube.
Dang. Dang.
And every 2 seconds I would have lag, so I would have to just play it in double speed so I could catch up with everybody else.
Wow.
Look at it. It's looking nice.
Looking very nice.
I think this is as wide as I'll make the hole.
Probably. You could probably do that.
Actually, I think for it to align with the bottom layer, I have to make it one longer. It's turning out decent. Use one of these. And then I'm gonna add a 1x4. There we go. I got the angles right. It's looking nice. Let's go. Well, I think Joshua left a while ago. Oh, he's in the audience. He left the call again. I have no idea what he's doing right now. Alright, well, I'm gonna wait for him then. Alright, let's see. There we go. Just a really nice bottom for this thing. Let's see if he's back in the ball. Nope. Alright, he says he gotta leave because he gotta edit the videos and something like that. Alright, well. I'm gonna get him back by having him clip the entire thing that I'm doing. That's gonna be so fun for him. Alright, now let's see. Here. And a little bit more shaping here. Alright. Now it's starting to become what I might call a boat. Alright. Alright. That's another one. There we go, it's reversed. And planted down. Alright, there we go. Let's see here, we need this twice. I'm gonna make a really nice pod for this. That's not good. Alright, there we go. 1, 2. There we go. That's starting to have a little bit of a pod speedboat vibe. 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. That's not what I meant to do. I accidentally selected all of this part. I forgot that there's some in the front too. Alright. And now we need some form of flotation. I will probably get something better, but for now this will have to do. Because this is going to be a hydrofoil. If nobody at the stream right now knows what a hydrofoil is, it's basically something that skims across the top of the water. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna check the viewer count again. We right now have 0 views. Hip, hip, and hooray! It's looking decent. That's... I have no idea how to fix that, so I probably won't. There we go. And then I'm gonna make some really nice big engines at the top. Probably be in flight. I'm gonna use rocket engines. These things are really fast. I need to design the main hull part. How is it gonna look? I think I could make this one a chunky one. Just really, really chunky. And then I think we need a little bit of 2 block long pieces right there. And some more over here. And then we need a little bit of barrier, because I want this thing to be really strong, so that if something hits it, it'll be able to tank it. Also, here's a tip. If you're working on like a Moss or something, like I've shown off in some previous videos, or no, that's the one that Josh was working on right now, but if you've seen my Moss, that is a weird build because it's really slow, but you need it to be slow for it to have high armor. Do you know why? Because the armor that I use is weight blocks. Just a ton of weight blocks. Alright, there we go. I think this might be the back side. I'm definitely gonna need some gyros on this thing. This is probably one of the fastest boats I've ever made. And it's probably gonna be one of the sturdiest, too. I think I'm gonna use one of these. Right here. It's a really big airplane engine, but it doesn't have to be used for airplanes. Nobody's gonna stop you. So let's see, if I do this... Actually, this might do the trick a little bit nicer. And hey, I might even be able to fit some engines behind it. I'm not sure, actually, if I can fit that much flotation into such a small space that I can lift this entire thing up. And if I can, it's going to be a very large challenge. That's definitely not going to be enough. Oh wait, I forgot. This is how hydrofoils work in real life. These will angle downwards, at least some of them. So then I'm just gonna make a tiny plus gate right here. Two of them actually, because I need one negative, one positive. So this is positive, this is negative. So the ones on this side need to be negative. 1, 2, 3. And the ones on the other side needs to be positive. Let's see. Can I increase the angle to like 25 degrees? I think I need better gyros. Hmm. It's looking good so far. I need to change the settings here. I'm gonna turn off the waves for testing right now. That's not what I expected, but it's better than I expected. Is that the correct words for this? So these back ones, I think green is this way, so that's going to be turning A. This is D. The front one always has to be inverted. Alright, let's move back. There we go. And we're gonna have takeoff soon. Yep. Let's see now. We can get a couple more of these for the pod. And I think I might get rid of those entirely. This will be S and D, S and W, so let's see. S is if I want to go up. Wait. Wouldn't S be down? And W is down. So we have S and W. I'm gonna have it hold this position. W and S. And I'm gonna toggle both. So W is up. This is a really cool boat, I think. And then if I want to go down, I can just toggle on downwards. And I'm going to go decently fast downwards. I think I'm going to add an extra... actually, not. I'm not going to do that. Alright, let's see. Now I can add a little bit of shielding. Also, fun fact, if you're underwater, having aerodynamics on both sides is pretty important. So let me see. A cap on both of these. And also these 2x2x4s right here. Alright, and now I'm gonna get some more gyros, because I really need them. Just to be able to turn side to side. These are manually controlled gyros. So different from the other gyros. The ones that I have a ton of in the back are stabilizing gyros. That's how I want to go up. This is how I would go up. Come on. Alright, time to go up. Slowly but surely. There we go. And that is how you can fly in Trailmakers with a boat. Alright, let's see if we can stop here. I'm not going to do hold position because I don't really need it. So S. W is up, so. Come on, take off slowly but surely. Alright, now let's see. If I'm not going with the S, could I glide over the surface? Alright, it looks like it's turning out decently well. And I think I could be done right now. Just gonna add a little bit more shielding, mainly for aesthetics, and double check all aerodynamics. As soon as I'm done with this, I'll probably end the stream. Alright, now time to paint it up. I think I could go carbon fiber? Nah, no. Iridescent looks cool. I'm gonna swap these two colors around. Oh yeah, that looks cool. So I'm gonna go up. And I'm gonna go down. Alright, I'm just gonna add some decals and I think I'm done. Decals. This one looks good. Actually, I think this one looks a little bit nicer. It's a size of 3-ish. Alright, and now I'm gonna see if I can manage to duplicate it to the other side and mirror it. I think part of it's mirrored. 1, 2. Aw. Yes. Oh. Well, I mean, nobody's gonna notice, right? Alright, at least let this one copy over well. Oh. Well, it's still pretty good. I think one last decal, and I'll probably end the stream. So that's visible from this side, and then from this. I really like the effect. Alright, and let's see. Can we take off? Alright, if you guys just like this live stream and you comment, I might add a tank cannon and send it over to y'all. Otherwise, see you next time. And then I really like the effect. Alright, and let's see. Can we take off? Alright, if you guys just like this live stream and you comment, I might add a tank cannon and send it over to y'all. Otherwise, see you next time.